Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's 10-5 Plays. Back with the second video for the big three, baby. Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5. So as far as hours go, I spent a total of 37 hours playing Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. So let's just jump right into it with that narrative, bro. So I thought the story was okay, man. I kind of wish it was more focused on Miles because his sections were way more interesting to me, honestly. Like, there were those moments where it didn't work for me in one way or another, but it was still pretty solid. I really liked the relationship between Harry and Peter, much more than Peter and MJ. Like, the chemistry between them was pretty ass in my opinion, so there's that, but not with Peter and Harry. The whole Craven coming to the city was kind of asinine to me. Like, in a post 9/11 world, a bunch of armed militant terrorists flying into the city and no one really caring, but Spider-Man is insane. Like, forget the Avengers who could be in LA. Like, I don't care, they're the Avengers. Half of them can fly and at wild speed. Someone could have shown up, but whatever. Where was the military, bruh? Like, it just seems silly to me. Like, especially when Craven is supposed to be like the cat's meow, yet his soldiers did all the hard work and he stood there like, yo, look what I did. Like, it was weak to me. And the fact that he brought this world-class militia, and he brought them in to have groups of them get taken down by Mary Jane Watson with minimal effort, like, that was astounding. Like, that's a fail, bro. The city ended up being involved in a full-scale alien invasion, and yet no one really seemed to care. Like, as I type this out and really remember, the more mid the story feels. The narrative definitely isn't something that would make me jump to replay the game. I thought the gameplay was fun, bro. Like, I mean, it's a Spider-Man game. Swinging around New York City is always hype, and I hope they remaster Ultimate Spider-Man and just boost it up to HD and I'll buy it on whatever. But whatever, forget that. Swinging around the city is always hype, and with the new additions to the swinging on top of like the fast speeds, well, the faster speeds, I had a great time with that. And the combat, it was still fun too. And as far as the Spider-Man go, I do wish they felt different. You know, they made a big deal about them switching and being able to switch whenever, but then they were just kind of reskins of each other, and that felt like a missed opportunity. The slice of life sections were actually pretty good and helped with the narrative in my opinion, but them MJ missions sucked ass, bro. And again, the game had like this artificial difficulty where like 3 punches from some unnamed goon will kill Spider-Man, yet MJ is taking him out in one hit. Stun gunning symbiote people with ease. It's like, why even have Spider-Man there, bro? Like, I got to the end of the game, and as soon as I took control of MJ, I turned that shit off, bro. Like, they acting like a team, like MJ can do anything. And I guess this would be a narrative thing, but to show Peter express his guilt over, you know, his aunt dying, and then having him smile and be hyped for MJ to help by going into a den of symbiotic aliens who murdered people because they have literal superpowers was a bit insane to me. Like, I like some of the side quests too. The Mysterio ones were nice little challenge rooms, but any challenge with stealth was pretty easy. Just shoot some ropes across the perch and take down literally everyone. The web rings were a big win for me. Like, it kept traversal fun and it mixed it up. It was easy to get to other parts of the map, and speaking of that, they added new areas since the first game, and I literally didn't care because it was just more to swing through, honestly. Like, I wish they added it for a reason. Like, if they made this new area different gameplay wise, but they didn't. The suits were cool too, and I like the variety, and I like the different special abilities Peter and Miles had. The game isn't long at all, but I thought the time it took to beat was fine for me, and the swinging is still king though. But what about them visuals? The game looked great for the most part, man. Like, sometimes what you saw on screen was just gorgeous. Like, I'm so glad there was a photo mode because I used it like every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds, bro. Like, location wise, nowhere really stood out to me, but Venom himself was gorgeous. The entire design was fire. It was literally perfect and he looked incredible. And during his boss battle, these like little Venom heads with teeth or something kept coming up from the ground, and visually it was incredible. Like, the game did a great job of utilizing what the PS5 was offering, you know, except for what we'll go over in the technical part. But yeah, the game was better for it. The audio was good, man. I don't think any of the music stood out in particular. Nothing made it to a playlist. The voice work was great though. Like Tony Todd as Venom was perfect casting. I just wish he had more dialogue, to be honest. I also wish that you could skip through dialogue. Like, I read fast and it got a little annoying sitting through everyone monologuing, but it's whatever, bruh. I did think Miles' voice actor did a great job. He always does, and the Prowler's voice actor was a good choice too. Also, the mix of, the different languages and the different cultures at different parts of the game, usually in the Miles section, was always great. I know sign language isn't audio exactly, but I really love how it was used in the game. The performance was, surprisingly kind of shit, to be honest, bruh. Not comparing it to the previous game, but I don't remember having all these bugs and restarts playing that. Like, it was enough to become frustrating. And I do certain things in the game and worry if it was gonna cause a game-breaking glitch or something. Picking up, that Sandman crystal shit or whatever, that would trigger my game to freeze multiple times. So eventually I was kind of shook to do them. Like, I'd see one and swing my ass the other way like, nah, my boy, not this time. Swinging through the city always felt great though, and there wasn't any stuttering that I can remember. I get a lot of glitches and stupidity during combat for some reason. I don't know, man, it was just really, I was blindsided by all these issues, and it started like right away during the opening mission of the game. And I hoped it was just like a super rare thing, but the game would crash almost every single time I played it. So yeah, I wasn't thrilled about that. At $70, I wouldn't complain because all these AAA games on the platform are at the same price, so I wouldn't say like, how dare they charge more for this one. Now, do I think it was worth the full amount? Yeah, I do. I played for a decent amount of time and I thought the experience was very well put together. I'd only say if you're expecting any type of major change from the first one, that this will make this one seem like you can wait for a sale on this, hold your horses, bruh. I did enjoy the first game more in a lot of aspects, so if you can wait until this hits like $50, I wouldn't blame you. I personally haven't had like hundreds of hours of entertainment from this, not that that's required, but I also don't really feel any reason to play the game again, so I don't regret getting it on day one, but after playing it, I do feel like I could have waited, if that makes sense. The controls, they were great, man. Like, there wasn't a time where anything was too cumbersome to me or anything. Swinging, which is mainly what I did in the game, felt fantastic. Like, it never got old and it felt great the entire time. The combat controls were easy and never too complicated. Like, there wasn't any like stupid button combos that had you throwing up a crypt set trying to do anything in the game, So yeah, there's nothing to complain about when it came to the controls, bro. Now for me, I just don't have any desire to replay the game, man. Anything I'd want to experience would probably be, like watching a clip on YouTube, like some of the Venom scenes, but I played the first game right before this one to prepare, and after playing them both, I think I'm good, bro. Like, in the time I played this, I've gotten like 98% of the trophies, and I wasn't trying to. I don't really care about that stuff. But there wasn't much left to accomplish except, fighting some goons and swinging around the city. So yeah, the replay value for me is very low. So yeah, I definitely had a great time playing the game, man. It definitely had its high points, but especially the Mary Jane sections, it had its low points too. At least she got herself a burner this time and took down, in 3 shots, so was beating Miles within an inch of his life right before. But overall, I had a good time, man. I played it until I finished it. Like, I didn't stop to take a break and, not pick it up for weeks or months. Like, I invested myself in the story and the gameplay, and I had fun for the most part, and that's what I like out of games. So, next up, we're gonna hit up the Nintendo Switch and get into, my most played game on that platform, man. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, alright? Peace.